Hey, Scorpios. So, Scorpios, this is going to be a reading on what lies beneath. All right, what lies beneath messages of truth and clarity. Scorpios, see what lies beneath. Okay. So the first thing, Scorpios, that I am seeing here is tired of drama, destroyed, and setting the record straight. Right now, there is an energy that you are no longer associating yourself with, around, even hearsay, word of mouth. When it's dealing with any type of drama, messiness, I feel like you're being very, very strategic about how you move, who you talk to, who you want to be dealing with. It's like no longer feeding anyone who's gossiping, who's talking about people, things, because 10 times out of 10, if people talk about other people, they're going to end up talking about your beautiful ass. Why? Because you keep it moving. You always on to the next. And I feel like that's what you're supposed to expect, right? And like I'm hearing, like, with you staying out of drama, with you moving in silence, it's starting to ruffle some feathers. People who had access to you, people who could at least say that they had your ear, people who could have been like, oh, well, at least I can get, well, I know, well, Scorpio will hear me, or I can get the message to Scorpio. I'm just saying, I feel like right now, you're in this place with lies beneath, is that you are no longer allowing any type of lies to go and in or out of your ears. All right. And because of this, it's kind of like people now are kind of wanting to, it's like, force some type of information on you. It makes me feel like there's a energy of someone is, people want you to know things so they can be like you are in their circle, or you're in their clique, or y'all talk about shit like this together. I feel like you finding yourself distancing yourself from, maybe like it's a particular group of people, because you're starting to realize it is just, it's toxic, like, how, like, you have a group of people, they gossip, they this, like they present it to be in a nice little form, but it's like you could dissect the insecurities in individuals because of the conversation they have. It's not about money. It's not about, evolving. It's about the same old thing. Who done this, how they did it. And it's like you start realizing people who don't have shit to say, they say the same stuff over and over. You ever had an event where you could have went out with a particular person, and it's like that night seemed like it was just so amazing for them that every conversation they got to put it up. Every time y'all come into a group setting, they got to bring it up. It's like, bro, sis, your life ain't more interesting than that one event that you got to keep planning around. And God is saying, when you start seeing people talking in circles or keep bringing up old stuff, it's because they have nothing. They have nothing that's going on in their own life. So what they do, of course, every time, these are the same people that's always inviting you, because understand your life may be more exciting. Like, it's like, in order for them to have something to talk about, they have to bring the topic. And I feel like right now, what lies beneath is that you the topic of discussion. You are the star. You are the one they talking about when you're moving around. Why? Because you are the only one that's doing something. And I feel like right now you're starting to see that. And with you starting to be aware of it, you're starting to pull your energy back. And now you're starting to see how people are now wanting, hey, where you at? You gonna be here? We gonna do this? Or it's like people are so invested in your next move. This is another big thing why Spirit is saying that you have to start moving in silence, because you have so many people that are trying to be all up in here. Right now, you see destroyed here, shattered, broken, fucked up. There is an energy that I feel like you separating yourself from the drama, seen or even unseen, is starting to break the illusion that other people had. It's starting to make other people crumble. It's kind of like you were the main topic. You were the reason why people had anything to discuss. Now that you're pulling back and you're not even in the mix, what are they discussing? Are they going to keep on bringing up the last time they saw you? After a while, that shit get old. And I feel like you pulling back from individuals who keep up drama, who keep up mess, who just keep on wanting to talk about the same thing over. You removing yourself is causing little glitches in their storyline, because it's like, now you are the only one that people want. I mean, talking about you will get people's ears. Talking about them, nobody wants to listen. And now that you are no longer in somebody's energy for them to like bring you up or like see kind of monitor what you're doing, now it's kind of like this energy where it's like, what are you talking about? Your story has no substance, it has no truth. And what lies beneath is that someone based their whole uh, kind of like livelihood off of your life and their lives, their perception of your life. It's like real life paparazzi. Like people like feel like it if it's not you, if they can't talk about you, they're not getting no traction. They're not important. Nobody wants to hear what they got going on. Why? Because everybody in some type of group is watching you. It says setting the record straight. I feel like right now you pulling the whack, you pulling back, you're not dealing with certain people. You setting the record straight by letting people basically saying, I'm not partaking in any of this low vibrational stanky soul bullshit. You're gonna talk about it, Jill. You're gonna have to talk about me at a distance, but you can't say that I am in it. Can't say I've been around it, and you can't say that you have recently communicated anything with me. I feel like this is truly like a separation from a group, and also if there was any lies that was told on you, or I feel like also there could have been a recent little gathering where you could have been very, very blunt and honest. As blunt and honest is like, it's kind of like, you know how like sometimes people like they'll talk behind people back and say you the type, you'd be like, shit, I told them to their face, like didn't I tell you? I told you your shirt was a little too tight. I mean, you know, it's like that. But it's like the way you deliver your truth while others trying to say it behind people back, you say it to their face. It triggers people because they know that it is something about you really not giving a fuck, right? And I feel like whatever anyone tried to say you said, you set the record straight, because you will tell you say, yeah, I mean, I said it, I don't care if I tell you, what makes you think I ain't gonna, you know? And I feel like you setting the record straight was you also going directly to the lie, and you directly addressing other things. See, one thing, when everybody's so used to throwing stones and hiding their hand, they don't know how to act when a motherfucker is really like, bitch, knock you in the head. Give me another one. This is the hand that is about to throw the stone at your head. And it's because you're so straightforward, you're so blunt that people start seeing the fake in them because you be so real. Your truth, your light irritates people because they are not 100. And they can't say that you're not, because you will tell them immediately, not just about what you talked about, but about them. And right now, because you are here to set the record straight, a lot of these individuals, they can't stand it. Now it's the energy of having to watch you from afar, because now you're no longer putting yourself in a in some type of circle with them. It's like we are not the same. I feel like right now you focusing on your hustle, staying out the way, staying out of drama. Yeah, and I feel like right now a lot of people feel like they destroyed their energy with you because they have been jackass. They've been like clowns, you know what I'm saying? Just doing certain things to try to either to involve you in some of their shit or to put you in something. All I'm getting is they do anything for clout. They'll say or do anything just so they could be heard or be listened to. I'm getting a lot of energy. Yeah, and you setting the record straight. People are not happy. People are not happy that you're being 100. People are not happy that you're being honest about what you say, what you do, because a lot of things that people try to. I feel like maybe there was somebody to be trying to like say little things like, you know how people trying to hit below the belt or say little sneaky things. I feel like you catch that shit and you throw it right back at them, like, bitch, oh, caught it. Take it back. You know, like it's like as soon as somebody be trying to hit like an underblow jab, you will catch it and you will call it out and you will throw that shit back. Like, you gotta be quicker than this bitch. And I feel like people don't like that you call them out immediately and you check that shit. And I feel like right now what lies beneath is that you ain't dealing with no lies, no matter how beneath the surface they tried to play it, you call it out. And I feel like because you start realizing that you're no longer have the energy to entertain individuals who are false, who are not authentically themselves, or don't have nothing going on in their life. You have no time to kind of like give your energy to them by any means necessary. And because of that, people now are starting to feel some type of way, because a lot of people didn't understand that last time seeing you was the last time they was gonna see you, and now the only time they're gonna have to see you is either from their devices. Anyway, that's all I got for y'all Scorpios. I love y'all. I'll talk to y'all a little later.